After Thales, who saw water as the origin, Anaximander, who introduced the infinite, and Anaximenes, who gave air as the source of all things, the next great scientist and philosopher in history was Pythagoras of Samos, born around 570 BC in the Greek island of Samos, remembered not only as a mathematician but also as a spiritual teacher whose ideas shaped science, philosophy, and religion for centuries. Pythagoras traveled widely, studying in Egypt and Babylon, where he learned mathematics, astronomy, and mystical traditions. When he returned, he founded a school in Croton, southern Italy, known as the Pythagorean Brotherhood. This was not just a school but also a community that combined scientific study, mathematics, philosophy, and strict moral rules of life. Pythagoras is most famous for the Pythagorean theorem, the principle that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This theorem became a cornerstone of mathematics and is still taught worldwide. But Pythagoras' influence went far beyond geometry. He believed that numbers were the essence of all reality, saying that the universe is built upon mathematical harmony. To him, numbers were not just quantities but had qualities, meanings, and spiritual power. His students discovered relationships in music, realizing that harmonious notes could be explained by simple ratios. From this idea came the concept of the music of the spheres, the belief that celestial bodies like planets and stars move according to mathematical harmony, producing an invisible cosmic music. Pythagoras also believed in the immortality and reincarnation of the soul, teaching that after death the soul is reborn into another body, human or animal, until it becomes pure. This is why the Pythagoreans followed strict vegetarian diets and moral rules, linking their philosophy of life with science. In astronomy, Pythagoras was among the first to suggest that the Earth might be spherical, and that it and other planets were moving in a vast cosmic order, an idea far ahead of his time. Though many details of his life are mixed with legend, there is no doubt that his thinking bridged the gap between mystical tradition and rational science, inspiring generations. From Plato and Aristotle to modern mathematicians, Pythagoras' school also worked on discovering properties of prime numbers, geometric figures, and proportionality, laying foundations for future mathematics. But he was more than a scientist, he was a visionary who saw in numbers the secret of the universe. His influence was so deep that even today, mathematics is seen as the universal language of science, a vision first given clear form by him. And so, after Thales, Anaximander, and Anaximenes, Pythagoras stands as the next great legend of science, remembered as the man who gave numbers their soul and transformed mathematics into the key to understanding reality.